Here are the highlights of Congress's investigation of our economic mess. Try to get through it without crying.
In this example, it's the aggregate of the excrement and the commons with all the cows that becomes a serious problem, isn't it?
Moody's has a powerful control over Wall Street, but it's frustrated that Moody's doesn't stand up to Wall Street. They're disappointed that this is the case. Moody has toed the line.
The current rating system is designed for failure, and that's exactly what we have.
This is the Oversight Committee, which actually, in my opinion, does have a responsibility to identify those who are responsible and to hope in a way to hold those people accountable. I have a lot of families in my district and across America that they've had their life savings wiped out. They've had their pensions cut in half. Their investments have disappeared. Some have been thrown out of their houses. I've got retirees that are coming out of retirement asking me to help them find them a job in this economy. So there's a real human side to this that I think sometimes the rating agencies and some of our financial firms don't recognize. I have a lot of people in my district who feel that they've been defrauded, and they're mad as hell, and they think that in light of what has happened to them, that someone ought to go to jail. Someone ought to go to jail. And the more I hear in these hearings, the more I read, I am inclined to agree with them. I am inclined to agree.
I think we've had ample evidence that rating shopping is alive and well, and when you couple that with the fact that ratings have been viewed as opinions, and therefore there's relatively little downside to inaccurate opinions, you have the condition that has led to the collapse that we're experiencing.
The people these ratings are supposed to be serving, their customer has to form a steering group just so the credit agencies won't ignore them. What does that say about the credit agencies?
Well, I just think it's a further indictment that there was a big breakdown between the people that were trying to maximize profits and the people that were trying to maximize the credit ratings, methodology, and activities, and that the people at with the profit motive won.
I think it is similar to a Yiddish saying, which is that we have to get smart quickly, okay? That we're stupid right now. This system is stupid. We need to make some adjustments. It's not fair and is not going to be a good use of your time and energy and effort to try and curb the behavior of S&P and Moody's and Fitch. Why? Because that's the way they're set up. Ratings are opinion, and you're stuck. Accept them for what they are. We can continue along the path, or else we can take some tangible actions to correct the problems. And I think that's what will be much more fruitful than beating up on S&P and Moody's for doing what they have an incentive to do, basically, which is to issue the ratings that will satisfy the people who pay 90% of their bills, that is, the issuers.
We're checking out that Yiddish
Thank you.
quote to see if it's accurate.
He basically lists out everything which is what the rating agencies should have been doing in the first place. I mean, it's not like saying, we got to come along and change a couple of things. If you read the list, it's basically saying everything we were supposed to do, we weren't doing, now we're going to start doing it.
So at the governance level, you need a board of directors who are actually acting in shareholders' interest, and that interest is preserving the franchise and preserving the reputation of the firm, and I didn't see that happening. They were interested in hiring good businessmen and seeing a business run, and as I said, that's why I've advocated wholesale change.
You have provided us with a definition of corruption that I think is bone-chilling. I can't begin to tell you how dismayed I am by what you have told us today. Mr. Egan, let me start with you. You said that in 2003 you alerted Congress to what was coming down. It sounds like Congress didn't listen to you. You don't have to respond to that.